exciting, tense music playing on the television while Victor sends a text and I stare into space. Welcome back to Digi Bros! Hey!
The show where Conrad fucks off, lets me send my text messages.
I'm gonna retell a story I told Victor earlier today.
Yeah?
About how my relationship with text messages.
Cool story, bro.
I don't send a lot of them.
That's because you're a loser.
Yeah. I have the internet, and I talk to people on there, and, I might send people, like, Facebook messages or something, but, like, I don't text a lot on my phone, unless it's, like, important, like, hey, come pick me up, or where are you at? I'm over here. We're at a con, we need to get organized, like, those kind of functional texts. I can't stand getting a text and not checking it immediately.
Yeah.
Like, it fucks with my head. Like,
which is ironic, because you give me so much shit for, like, barely checking my phone in the car.
The message here is that you text too much for someone who has that
it's
problem.
not.
If you have a problem where you have to check your phone all the time, then, like...
What? But
you're texting too much.
You have to check your phone? You have to impulsively check your phone?
I don't have to do it all the time.
Yeah, but
I almost never get texts.
Incredibly good at it.
Oh, okay. That's why every time we get in the car, I have to sit there for like 20 minutes while you send every text in the world.
While I send texts, which are, a lot of the times work-related, where it's like, there is a time constraint on sending this text. I'm being a fucking asshole if I don't send this text, in a timely manner.
Yeah, well...
Or I'm texting Hope, which is a bigger priority to me than fucking getting to lunch faster. Yes.
Anyways, a bigger priority that you are doing 24 hours a day, every day, for all time.
Exactly. This is the meaning of my life.
So anyways, I don't send a lot of texts. And when I do get them, I get anxious about checking them. So I was leaving the house, and my cousin Boyd was texting me, like, asking if he could come over, because Victor was shooting a music video, and he's like, is it cool to come over? And I was like, well, he just started filming, right? And then, like, I get in the car, and I start driving, and it's like a minute or two, and then I start getting another text from him, and I'm like, fuck, I want to check this, but I'm on a stretch of road where there's not really any lights that I'm going to be stuck at for a while or anything, like, so I'm just like, fuck, and it's, like, eating away at me. So I get into a left turn lane, and just, like, stop in a left turn lane and check my texts, send a reply, and get back on the road and start driving. And then I get another text, and I'm like, so I go over and I park in a parking lot and stop and read the text. And, like...
That text thirst.
I mean, I tried to be just like, I'm out! Like, don't message me. And then continued on the road. Can't deal with it, man. You hear that sound, and it's like an alarm going off. You're aware of it until you press the stop button. Like, at least that's how it is for me. It's compulsive. It's just like with Skype. I can't stand to see the little number 1 on the Skype thing, and anytime there's a little 1, I'll immediately click on it. Which is why when we do Let's Plays, I usually quit Skype so that I won't see any little 1s pop up while we're in the middle of a recording, because I will click on it. It'll drive me crazy.
I put my phone between my legs just now, and I'm wearing thin shorts, and it just vibrated on my balls.
Good.
It's just an experience.
Good.
Just,
But yeah,
that was a feeling.
Anytime I'm in a Skype chat group, like the Horseshoe Crew, I always immediately disable notifications so that, I won't get those 1s constantly. Which, if you go on Victor's computer, where Victor's in the Horseshoe Crew chat and has never checked it.
I try to quit Skype most of the time, but it'll open up when I start on my computer.
His Skype's always open, and it's always got the little, like a little number that's like 850 or something, or like 1,000, and it just caps off and doesn't post anymore. And it's just sitting there, and I'm like, oh.
It's just chilling, man. It's chilling.
And I don't even try to click on it, because then you have to wait for all the messages to load that he missed, which is like months worth of messages all loading at once. Skype's a pain. This is not a good program. I still don't have new Skype, though. I've managed to avoid upgrading.
Is there another new Skype?
There's the one that, like, shows everybody's avatars at all times, and I hate that. I like my Skype to be as like Spartan as possible. It's like
Spartan.
just the names and the text. And
Yes.
take up as little space as it
So
can.
Spartan, so 300.
Yeah.
Would you say that you keep your Skype 300?
Like the Romans.
Exactly.
300 bitches. We're the Trojans.
I feel like those boots not only magnetize, but they completely affect the Link's gravity altogether.
So I take it this is the second
Yeah.
dungeon, yeah? The fire dungeon?
That's why you see how his head. Oh no, it goes down.
We never really
It wasn't going
clarified.
down earlier.
Yeah, it's the second dungeon.
Yeah.
Thought it was kind of obvious.
Yeah.
If
I
it
don't know,
doesn't
like,
affect its gravity, then it must be like a
I
calisthenics
feel like
master.
Boom.
feel like I missed the moment when the Goron town became the second dungeon. Actually, you know what? I do remember. Never
Yeah,
mind.
I've wrestled the dude.
Well, that was in the last video. Like,
Yeah.
you went back into the dungeon in this video
Yeah.
series. Oh man, and I wasn't paying attention during the
Look at this.
last
This dungeon's
recording.
fucking cool, man. I'm all fucking magnet on shit and there's like enemies and shit.
I'm guessing you've actually been watching the Twilight
Wow.
Princess videos back.
No, I usually just read the comments
Oh.
and then like maybe I'll watch some of it.
Yeah, I never watch any Digi Bros. I used to back when we first
Yeah,
started.
because now
but
it's
there's
too
many of them.
soon. Like it's
Right.
It's always like
Yeah, that's
a
true.
few days after we just heard it because we don't stockpile it up, and so
Right.
it's not as interesting.
But it's always fun when I start reading the comments and try to figure out what we talked about in that
Yes,
video.
exactly.
Like,
I'm just like, all right, I remember what we talked about.
yeah. You like
Oh shit, these are freaky, dude.
There was a lot, like for our last recording session, the comments on all of them were pretty interesting because I had a lot of people agreeing with me on things I
We
didn't
had a lot of the-
necessarily think I argued well.
the feminism and stuff we're
Yeah, the
talking about.
feminism video like
Some massive
argument got a
comments.
lot of comments.
Then the
most of them-
spoiler hate these comments. I was just like, yeah, I don't care about these. I'm not even gonna read it because I really don't care about spoiler.
Right.
Like the spoiler discussion is not interesting to me at all.
I was just I was
maybe I'll go back and read them.
like, I mean, I'm not surprised that people agreed with my like stance. I
Mm.
just didn't think I argued it very well because I was rambling and fucking
Isn't that what we
floundering
always do?
or waffling as a Yahtzee
We have
says.
these ideas where we just kind of give a random.
I don't know. Sometimes I have like a well argued point on here.
Yeah.
I think, but
I don't.
I feel like there was something. Oh yeah, you know there was no new episode of Zelda the other day, which would be 2 days ago for the viewers now. Because we ran out. But I posted the Akiba strip video where everyone got to
Yeah.
meet Marcus
I
for the
skimmed
first
through
time.
that.
Yeah, it was long as fuck.
It's just
and,
like this doesn't seem like it's going anywhere, but you know.
It does not go anywhere.
I'll click around. See what
Marcus,
the gameplay's
like most people, not good at talking and playing video games at the same
Of
time.
course.
I'm
Because it
coming.
sucks. It's hard. It's
Yes,
hard, people.
It's a rare talent, I think.
It's not easy shit.
So far, of the people I've done this with, I think the person most capable is Tolentino. Because, like, not to say that he necessarily comes up with lots of great topics or something, but he does not take his hands off the controller.
Yes, see.
He does not, like, he can completely focus on the game and on talking at the same time, like, without really...
He's
much
definitely,
involved.
he's more used to mindlessly playing games or playing
Right,
fighting
he
games
plays-
all the time.
all
where
he
it's
does
like
is
it's
play
very
video games.
subconscious for him. I don't think he's even aware of what he's doing sometimes.
Right. Second best is probably you, because you've gotten really good at doing it from doing this show all the time.
Yeah.
Third would be Trevor, who thinks he's better than he is at it,
Of course.
as is the case for most things with Trevor. But he has a tendency to take his hands off the controller when he starts telling like a longer story because
Because you have to do the hand motions
Right.
and then gesture.
You know, I think part
about
of
what
what's
you're
saving
saying.
you right now is that it's a Wii game. and you can
I
kind
can
of, like,
exactly.
gesture while
That's why I
playing.
love the Wii mode. I can gesture while I play. I don't have to take my hands off. I can do whatever I want with my fucking hands. This is
that's
key
amazing.
argument right here. Look at You guys can't
Victor
see
is
this. My
moving
hands
his
are going
hands
all
around.
over the place. My hands are being extremely expressive. And look at that. I'm still playing the fucking game. I can do whatever I want. Because I'm holding a Wii mode.
That is the fairest point in defense of the Wii mode.
There you
I've
go.
ever
Look, I can
heard.
scratch my face. I can take my hand up and scratch my face. Do you know how awesome? Do you know how much I scratch my face? That is such a great thing for me to not have to take my hand off the controller to scratch my face. It's amazing.
I gotta admit, I never thought of it that way, but you've made a very
I can do whatever the fuck I
very
want, and I can
salient
still play the
point.
game. I can even hit. Scratching my face causes me to swing my sword. There you go.
Yeah.
I can incorporate scratching my fucking face into the combat because I'm gonna do it constantly.
That's amazing.
Yep.
I'm legitimately impressed. Anyways, and the worst is Boyd. Boyd, while playing, cannot formulate a sentence. I mean,
Just get the
Boyd has
bomb
difficulty forming sentences sometimes, anyways.
Yeah.
But like when he's playing a game, it's really hard. And if you get him to
I forgot I
finally
could
start,
roll while I'm on this.
if you do get him to start talking, he will absolutely stop playing the game.
Oh, God.
He will just stand and face a wall, or like walk around in circles and not realize
Oh,
what
I
he's
can't wait to
doing.
watch the Metroid Prime shit.
The Metroid Prime Let's Play. Anyone who has difficulty watching someone not play a game well, you will want to kill yourself by the end of the Metroid
It
Prime
can't-
Let's Play.
People are just gonna be like, it can't be worse than watching Victor play, right?
But here's
Victor's
no.
so shit.
But what's
He's just
great,
so unbearably
well,
bad.
here's what's great about it with Boyd is that, and like kind of why it happens. Boyd does not get a temper when playing
Uh-huh.
games. Like him getting lost or dying or anything like that. He doesn't like. He's never like, oh, what the fuck am I? Oh, man, I can't fucking. He's just
it's
like,
just always chill.
for
all the
him, it's
time.
just, oh, whoops, and then he goes the other like.
I do love that about Boyd. I
Yeah.
know that about him
He's-
playing games. Where he's just like,
you-
oh, whoops.
Yeah, he does not get his Jimmy's Russell back. He's
Oh, wow.
extremely patient and like, he doesn't get frustrated by being lost in a game. He never starts going like all the times that the frustration starts,
wouldn't-
it's always me. It's
I
always
wouldn't
me
be
going,
frustrated
Where the fuck are you
if I
going?
weren't like doing the show. Like most of my
Right.
reactions, like if I weren't doing the show, I wouldn't react like who the fuck sits there on their own and reacts like that?
Plenty of
like
people.
you don't. I don't fucking do that.
Plenty of Brando. Are you kidding me?
That is true. No, because if he's in a solitude, then it's just like. I mean, he'll throw his controller, but
He sold his PS4
That is true.
out of frustration for Bloodborne.
but you're not as vocal when you're alone.
He, playing Bloodborne alone, got so mad that he sold the game and the PS4.
True.
And then, when trying to finish the game, got to the final boss, got pissed off after 4 tries, and let Don-san beat the game.
Jesus Christ.
That motherfucker gets mad no matter what situation. And personally, if I get frustrated if I get like lost. That's where
Yeah.
I start being like, okay.
Or when you
know,
start dying a lot, and you just go, oh, I'm not gonna play this anymore.
Right. But yeah, it's that those Metroid Prime videos will
Oh.
probably come out someday. We
Oh,
started
shit.
filming
Oh, this
them
is
in
great.
like April. Oh, that is kind of cool.
This dungeon's rad. Do 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 do.
Inventive. Yeah. Having a
On the
good
other
time.
side, there's only one. If you could do it faster, but I didn't go on that
Let's
side.
see. You probably could have made it there, but
Eh.
better safe
Playing it
than
safe.
sorry.
This is Digi Bros. We gotta try to play it safe, or I'm gonna fuck up. Do 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 do. I got to this door.
Yeah.
Rolly doors. Oh shit! Another old Goron dude.
Oh, I forgot these episodes are supposed to be 20 minutes, not 15. I ended
Yeah.
that last video after 15.
How long is this one, man?
Almost 15.
Might as well end it with talking to this guy.
We ate some ramen today.
Yeah,
you
oh, I
had
had
udon.
udon, which sucks shit, honestly. Like, I shouldn't have got that at all. I don't know why I would get udon.
Yeah.
Because it said
I'm not a-
udo, and I was like, udo? That doesn't sound like
It's-
udon.
Here's the way the listing went. It was the ramen and udon section.
Yes.
It went beef ramen,
I sh-
like pork ramen.
I'm a dipshit.
Tonkatsu
But I wanted
ramen.
But I wanted the shrimp and crab.
Right.
And I was like, oh, that sounds good.
It-
so
it-
maybe
it-
the noodles will be
it
alright.
went-
And then it was not worth it at all.
It went ramen, and then something udon, and then something udo,
Yes.
something else udo, and Victor went, oh, udo? That's not the same as udon.
I had that sinking feeling that it was probably the same thing. But I really wanted to
I don't
believe
know
that it
how you
wasn't.
could possibly have ever thought it wasn't the same thing. The section was nothing but ramen and udon, and it was listed right after other udon. And have you ever heard
No.
of udo? What the
No.
fuck is udo?
I don't know, man.
What were you thinking they were gonna give you?
I don't know, man.
Maybe it
Times are
was
changing,
something different
man.
from udon that's just incredibly similar to udon. But yeah, I don't like udon noodles either, personally. They're too thick.
They're way too
Too
thick.
thick and chewy. I've come to realize my favorite noodles from Japan are somen noodles,
Mhm.
but it's because I got myself like a big pack of somen noodles because we at Otakon we attended this Japanese noodle
on.
panel that
Is
was
there another-
about
Was I supposed to exit that Goron room up
I
there?
don't fucking know, dude. There's this panel about ramen, udon, and somen, and after the panel, I really wanted to try somen, which is like a really thin, like almost like angel hair pasta noodle that you don't cook in, like you don't put it in sauce, you dip it in, like you have the noodles on the side, like not in any broth, and then you lift them up and you dip them into a broth and then you eat them.
Noodles on the side, noodles trying to hide.
And so I immediately wanted to try it because it looked good, and it is good. But the when I was at the Asian grocery store, like the only sauce I could find that said somen on it was like just like a generic Kikkoman sauce. It's like it basically just tastes like soy sauce, but like more watered down, and you mix it with water in order to like dilute the flavor a bit. But I mean, it's fine, but like I want to try some somen in something else if that's a thing, you know, like. So I got some other kinds of sauces at the grocery store today, but I don't know. I would like to try some legit somen. They didn't have any at the place we went today, so I got some tonkatsu ramen, and it was pretty okay. What are you laughing about?
Just the fact that you were talking about that for a while, it got to a certain point where I was like, I'm really not interested in this. I'm totally not fucking listening to what you're saying at all. I really couldn't give a shit about this somen story. But I'm just like, yeah, I mean, you'll keep talking. You're excited about it. I'm glad that you're excited about somen.
Yeah, somen noodles are good.
I just have no input. I tried them. It was all right.
I really got into that, like, I feel like I got more out of that Japanese noodle panel than I did about anything else at Otakon.
Oh my god.
Because, like, because it was such a weird, like, I wasn't even, like...
Oh fuck, wait, this is cool.
It wasn't even that the panel was that entertaining or that interesting, but like it just made me want to try noodles. And nothing else that I attended at Otakon like had that kind of effect where like I went home and wanted to do something related to that, you know? Whereas like last year, I went to those Kill La Kill panels and like I came home and immediately like rewatched Kill La Kill and wrote a bunch of stuff about it because it was like I was so fascinated by those panels. And like, there was nothing that really had that effect on me this year. Maybe the Persona panel a little bit just made me think, well, I need to hurry up and finish the fucking Persona games, but you know, who knows when that'll ever fucking happen. But yeah, that noodle panel just made me really want somen noodles, and then I've kind of been like on a Japanese food kick now, because I'm like, I don't know, that seems like it's in my taste range now.
Yeah.
When I was growing up, I didn't like, in spite of the fact that I was a huge weeaboo, I never really liked Japanese food. Yeah. So like,
I always thought it was expensive, so I never tried it.
I mean, it is expensive.
Yeah.
It's like to go to like a Japanese grill or something. But like the few times we went, I just, because I didn't like vegetables and shit, you know, as a kid. Like,
that's true.
I would just order like a beef thing, but it would have like mostly veggies, and I didn't really like the steak or whatever, and I'd just be like, I don't know why I got this. Like, it's cool when they flip all the shit through the air at the like Japanese grill places, but it's like, it's never like actual Japanese people running it anyways.
Yeah.
But the place we went today was cool because the waitress lady, like, could.
She was pretty rad.
She seemed like she could speak. It was a Japanese and Korean place, and she could speak both Japanese and Korean, and English. And she asked if any of us knew French.
Yes.
So this is like a
because Brando had come in and greeted her in Korean.
Right. Like, he greeted her in Korean, and she said a bunch of other stuff, and he was like, I don't know that much. And she was like, oh, do any of you know Japanese? And we were just kind of like, konnichiwa. And she was like,
not sure what to say. I do know Japanese, but not good at it.
Right, not that good. And then she was like, oh, how about French? And we were like, yeah, none of us. And, like, I was just like, wow, this is like a quadlingual waitress. Like, you know.
I mean, she obviously was
like
she
the
owner of the place.
Maybe, like, in her 40s or maybe
probably
early
50.
50s. But, yeah, I was impressed. And they played a mixture of, like, Japanese and Korean, like, enka sounding music.
Yes.
Like, which is cool. You'd hear a bunch of Japanese songs and then a Korean song, and I was like, this place is so legit. Like, I feel like this is just what that lady likes to listen to.
She's obviously Japanese and Korean.
Or at least one of them. But, yeah.
Fuck. You've been hit by the stupid ball.
I would be ending the episode right now, but you're kind of fighting
Let me fight this awesome
mini-boss.
mid-boss.
It was pretty fucking dope.
He's
I
one of
never
my
thought you'd be
favorites.
fighting a Goron.
Oh, hell yeah.
Like, in a real fight. He's dressed like the
Boom.
Juggernaut.
Shit, no, get out of the way. Run.
Oh shit, dog! Oh,
Boom!
straight Mario on that
I
motherfucker.
wasn't close enough to the edge. I have to throw him off.
Straight Bowser his ass. Oh.
Come on.
Yeah, American football. Yeah.
It's like, what a fucking... I just love the concept of this fight. It was just like you've been building up with this sumo wrestling stuff, the Ram stuff, you've been getting the metal boots, getting stronger, and then it's just like you fight this big-ass fucking Goron dude who fucking rolls at you and shit.
You know, on this show, we tend to recommend a lot of, like, obscure music.
Boom!
That,
You throw that motherfucker in the fire!
that only we
Hell yeah.
listen
Oh,
to.
shit.
I tend to recommend a lot of bands that you know that aren't really classic. But today I'll make a classic recommendation. Listen to American Football, their album American Football, because this guy looks like he would play American football. His
So much
armor, man.
random
Look at it.
fucking assessment.
I looked at him and I thought American Football, and it made me think of the band. American Football is a classic emo
Shark.
math rock band from the 90s. The members of the band played in all kinds of other stuff, but I think American Football is probably the best. One of the, at least on
Fuck.
on
Fuck,
you,
fuck, fuck,
the,
fuck, fuck, fuck,
the 4chan music
fuck.
board. They play a lot of lip service to that album. Next time on Digi Bros, Victor tries to beat this big
Oh, do
guy
I have to start it
again.
over again? Fuck.
Yeah.